From Topgolf to dinner, flowers, ice cream, and horseback riding, you outdid yourself on this friend date, Daniel. You wanted to set a standard for how I should be treated, and you sure set a high one. I thank God so much that he put an amazing friend like you in my life. Thank you for making me feel like a true princess. Hashtag still single though.
Welcome to the Unapologetic Man podcast. The only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
What is up, you legends? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the UMP. I really do appreciate you. And today, boys, we're going to talk about why nice guys finish last. Yes, this is an absolute reality, and I'm going to give you actually 8 different reasons as to why nice guys not only finish last, but they fail to get girls attracted to them, and even more, they end up in the friend zone, like our poor bastard Danielle, that Marissa, my woman, read the Instagram post of some chick who posted about how this dude took her on a friend date. Are you kidding me? A friend date. Took her to, what was it? Topgolf, dinner, bought her flowers, took her to ice cream and horseback riding. And this dude is just so deep in the friend zone jail, he ain't ever getting out. And it's because he's a nice guy. And why is he a nice guy? And if you're a nice guy, I want you to really consider this. Why are nice guys nice guys? Because they have belief systems that they're not enough and they need to placate to people in order to get people to like them. It all starts up here. And if you're listening on audio, I'm pointing at my head. It all starts with your belief systems. And you, brother, aren't getting the results that you want with women. And I know you're not because you're listening to this podcast, which is okay. But do you know why you're not getting the results you want with women? It's always belief systems. It's traumas you've had in the past. It's rejections that you've endured by women in the past. It's archetypes and schemas that you need to remap inside your head so that you behave properly in front of women. Here's something you guys may not know. The way you behave in front of women, which means being an unapologetic, disagreeable badass who still treats her well at the same time, which I'm going to get into, dictates whether or not she gets attracted to you. And it all starts with your internal belief systems. It all starts with your confidence, which is why, gentlemen, I have a huge, gigantic, stupendous announcement. And after I make this announcement, we're going to get into the content. If you're about to click away or jump ahead, don't do it. If you've listened to at least 3 of my episodes, you definitely want to hear this. So here it goes, boys. On January 25th and January 26th, I am doing an NLP masterclass with me and a small group of men where I'm going to do NLP on you. That's right, gentlemen. This is a special 2-hour event. The last time I did this was a year ago, actually in January of 2024, and this shit sold out within 2 freaking hours. So gentlemen, if you've been listening to this podcast, if you've been curious about me, and if you've wanted to experience firsthand this thing I always talk about called neuro-linguistic programming, where I can remap your brain to remove and replace belief systems to instill massive confidence, now is your chance. Once again, we're doing it on January 25th and January 26th, Saturday and Sunday. All you need to do is click the link in the description below. That'll go over to the sales page where it explains everything. You'll see bullet points of everything that we're going to do. There's an FAQ, a frequently asked questions list, where you can learn exactly what this is and experience with me and a small group of other men NLP, where I'm going to work with you and I'm going to map into you the kind of confidence that makes women attracted to you. Do you understand how important it is that you fix the bullshit inside your head? Because what's going on inside your head dictates your behavior, and your behavior dictates her attraction for you. Now, a lot of you guys know that I have a 3-month coaching program. You've probably heard that it's multiple thousands of dollars to work with me because it's comprehensive. I give you 12 weeks of lessons, 12 weeks of coaching calls with 2 calls per week. I do a custom 3-month NLP protocol on you. You get access to the brotherhood. You have access to me for unlimited questions. That's a big investment. So what I've done in this situation is I've taken a small piece of that, the NLP portion, and I'm going to do NLP on you for 2 hours. Now, I could easily sell that for $9.97, but I didn't do that. I didn't even sell it for half that, $4.97. I didn't even sell it for what my mentor suggested I sell it for, which was $2.97, nor half that, $147. You can get into this NLP masterclass today for just $97. Are you fucking kidding me right now? No, I'm not. Shit or get off the pot, gentlemen. This is going to sell out quickly, where I'm going to do NLP on you to remap belief systems, remap schemas, my best NLP protocols that my guys get in my 3-month coaching program that turns every single dude into a bona fide girl magnet. Gentlemen, the best decision I've ever made in my life is investing in myself. At this point, I've invested about $200,000 into myself, and that is why I'm successful. That is why I pull girls. That's why I'm fucking happy. So I strongly suggest you click the link in the description below. Be a trigger puller, be masculine, be a man of action. And gentlemen, if you don't absolutely love this NLP program, if it doesn't blow your mind when I surgically remove negative belief systems from your head and replace them with massive confidence, I will buy the program back from you. That's right. There is absolutely no risk. Why am I doing this? Why am I selling something for $97 that I could sell for $9.97? The reason is because I'm so convinced you're going to be blown away by this NLP masterclass that you will come join us in my 3-month coaching program, which I'm so convinced is the single most effective dating program for men that has ever been created. That's why I'm letting you guys in for this limited time offer. It's going to sell out quickly. It's going to be me, you, and a small group of other dudes working on the bullshit inside your head. You don't have to meet these guys. You don't have to be on camera. You could be muted. You don't have to talk about what you're working on. You could be as anonymous as you want to be, but I am going to run you through this NLP. What are you waiting for, bro? Once again, this is going to sell out in probably hours. We have 2 days, January 25th and January 26th. Get in now. You could click the link in the description below and peruse the sales page as I talk about the 5, actually 8 different reasons that nice guys finish last. And you can sign up while I'm speaking, and you too can experience this game-changing NLP that turns all my dudes into bona fide girl magnets. Aren't you curious what this technology can do? Aren't you willing to invest the measly $97 into yourself to get better with women? You say you want to improve. You say you want to get more chicks. You say you want hotter chicks. You listen to this podcast. Aren't you willing to take that next step and invest in yourself? Honestly, if you're not, I don't really know what to tell you, bro. The best decision I've ever made is investing in myself, and you have the opportunity to do that right now to work with me so I can show you what this NLP technology can do for you. Sign up right now, brother. All right, let's get into it. 5, actually 8 different reasons nice guys finish last. Oh my God, boys. That snippet at the beginning of this podcast was absolutely mortifying. This poor son of a bitch is blowing smoke up this chick's ass, giving her everything she wants, and she freaking friend zones the dude. And he's so desperate that he literally takes her to Top Golf dinner, buys her ice cream, flowers, and horseback riding. That was like $800 of money down the drain, and he doesn't even get his dick sucked. Fuck that, boys. That ain't happening to you. And once again, it all starts with belief systems. Number 1 reason that nice guys finish last is they are agreeable. What have I told you to be many times in this podcast? Disagreeable. Women respect men with their own opinion, and they respect men who are willing to disagree with them. Being agreeable basically signals that you're a beta male. A beta male is a yes man. He's a lackey. He's towing the company line, saying, yes, sir, let me wear my 3-piece noose and do everything you tell me to do, running to get your coffee and fluffing your feathers so you could go down Flex Avenue because you're the alpha. Fuck that, boys. I do not want you to be that guy. When you are agreeable, it signals that you are beta. If you don't agree with somebody, tell them. Be unapologetic about it. Say, hey, listen, I don't agree that, for example, the Denver Broncos are the worst team in the world, which honestly, you could probably make that argument, but I don't agree with it. Here's why. They're coming back up. They're getting better. Maybe in 2025, we'll win another Super Bowl. But guys, if somebody says something that you disagree with, tell them. Don't be the agreeable dude. Don't be the yes man, because it makes people lose respect for you. Because number 2 is nobody respects a pushover. It shows that you have no self-respect. The most important thing to get a woman attracted to you and to get respect from other men is to show that you respect yourself. And yes, boys, you are not to be fucked with. Do you think Daniel, our innocent little friend zone dude at the beginning of this episode, is showing that he's not to be fucked with? Of course not. He is showing that he can be messed with, that he is a floor mat, that he's a lapdog that has no self-respect and will do people favors. And when you do people favors, it raises suspicion, which is number 3. You can't trust somebody who is always nice to you because you're constantly thinking, what's this dude trying to sell me? I went to the jeweler with my really hot friend and she wanted to buy a ring, and they were blowing so much smoke up this chick's ass. Like, hey, can I get you the water? Can I do this for you? It just felt inauthentic. I was looking at him like, dude, you're being suspicious, man. Nobody is this nice. What are you trying to get from us? Now, obviously, it was a sales situation, so they're trying to sell her a ring. So they're placating to her. Meanwhile, she's losing trust in them. And did she buy the ring? No. You can be cool without being a pushover. You can be nice without raising suspicion. And I'm actually going to do a podcast about that in the next few weeks. How to be a nice guy and still pull girls like no tomorrow. I don't know if that's exactly what I'll name it, but it's something to that effect. How can you be a nice guy and still pull girls? Do you think I, in my relationship, still treat Marissa like gold? Of course I do. But at the same time, she knows I'm not to be fucked with. So it's that balance. I'm cool to you. I'm going to respect you. But here's the most important thing. I'm going to respect myself first. I am number one. And if you're cool to me, I'm going to be cool to you. But if you disrespect me, I'm going to let you know about it. And I'm not going to be so nice that I'm going to raise suspicion in you. I'm going to be cool to you. But at the same time, I'm not going to try to get anything from you. And that's what the nice guy does. Think about Daniel. He's manipulating that chick. He is being inauthentic. Think about it. He's trying to get her sex with his money. He's taking her to Topgolf, to dinner, to horseback riding. It's manipulation, bro. I want you to be so good with women that you could literally take a girl on a date to the top of a parking garage, open the trunk of your car and sit there and maybe drink a couple sodas or a couple beers and woo her with nothing but talking. Meanwhile, not being agreeable with her, not complimenting her too much. Talk about manipulation. Complimenting, that's almost a synonym for manipulation. You're not blowing smoke up her ass. You're not fluffing her feathers. You're giving value and showing you're willing to be disagreeable. You respect yourself first. You're not to be fucked with. So whenever somebody is overly nice, they automatically raise suspicion because it's manipulative. The nice guy is a manipulator. Think about that one. Me, you, the rest of the alpha males out there, the unapologetic man army, we are often accused of being manipulators. Are we really? When I'm willing to show you I'm not to be fucked with, is that manipulation? No, it's being real. The realest people in the world are those who put their truth on the table. I like people who are blunt. I like people who serve it to me exactly how it is, exactly as I serve it to you guys. I'm not making any illusions here. I'm not bullshitting you. Do I believe that NLP is the single most powerful way to become more attractive to women? Yes, I do. That's exactly why I'm doing this masterclass. I'm not going to bullshit you about it or placate to you like, hey guys, you should really come into this because you're going to get better. I swear. Just trust me. Just trust me. Feels manipulative. I'm like, hell no, brah. Sack the fuck up. Man the fuck up. Be masculine. Be a trigger puller and apply for that shit right now, motherfucker. And you're like, okay, this dude feels authentic. He's not manipulating me. He feels confident in what he does and what he believes in, and he's unapologetic about it. That's the way to get people's respect. The next one, and we've seen this many times from especially gay men, is that nice guys come off as spineless. Now, I have gay friends. They're the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met. But I will be honest with you. When I was younger, I used to kind of be put off by gay dudes. Why? Well, I really analyzed this and I realized it's because gay dudes don't feel like they can protect themselves. We as men come from a tribal mentality and we want to know, can you protect me? Can you protect the tribe? Can you protect the women? Can you be a warrior alongside me? This is naturally innate within us as masculine men. So when we meet a gay dude, and I don't know if this is true for you, but I'm being authentic. I'm admitting it's true for me. I'm kind of like, it's just something about the dude. I don't really feel like I can trust the dude. He kind of feels spineless to me. Will he be able to protect himself? Will he be able to man the fuck up in a bad situation? Now, obviously, I've worked on this, and obviously, I have gay friends who, again, they're some of the funniest dudes I've ever met and some of the kindest dudes I've ever met. But initially, if this has happened to you where you're kind of like, I'm a little bit put off by this dude's gayness, it's because we as men Appreciate a dude who has spine. Appreciate a dude who can defend himself. Appreciate a dude who is masculine. So when a nice guy comes along, he just feels spineless. He feels like he can't protect himself. He feels like he can't protect you or stand up for you, the tribe, himself, whatever it is. It feels spineless to us. Do you think Daniel, our hero at the beginning of this episode, has spine? Hell no. You should see the picture. Guys, look this up right now. After, of course, you sign up for the NLP Masterclass, look it up. Say, friend zone dude Daniel, and it'll probably come up. He's standing there with his little tight pants on, hugging the girl who isn't even that hot. I give her like a 7 at the best. The dude just looks like a wuss. He's all kind of bent over and his shoulders are really close together. There's just that vibe of spinelessness, which again is why we as men kind of initially resent gay dudes until we meet them, we realize they're cool, they become our friends, and then we're like, oh, okay, this dude's chill. But initially, when you meet like a nice person who placates to you and gives you all his power, it looks spineless and we don't respect that. The next one, which is really interesting, is we as not nice guys, as just normal dudes, resent nice people because they're taking away our power. Let me explain. I was a nice guy in my past. I admit it. I didn't get laid. I got stepped on by people. I was a floor mat. I have given people a lot of money because when I was in my mid-20s, I got a big inheritance. I since blown that inheritance trying to start this company, which fortunately now is afloat and doing really well. But initially, I gave people a lot of money. I gave money to my friends. I gave money to cohorts. I gave money to my mom. Almost every single person resented me because of it. They resented me because my niceness took away their power to be self-sufficient. So if you're the nice guy doing people favors, you're taking away from them their power to solve their own problems. This, as a parent, is why you shouldn't solve your kids' problems. You need to let that child be self-sufficient. Because if the child, as well as the friend, always relies on you to come save them or to do them favors, you're going to take away their power, their self-sufficiency, their autonomy, and they're going to resent you for it. I cannot believe that I've literally lost friends because of this. Now, when people ask me for money, I tell them no. And I tell them no because I don't want to lose you as a friend. I don't want to spoil this friendship by enabling you because everybody always resents people who enable them. And one other thing, if you guys become parents and you try to solve all your kids' problems, you are doing it because your own ego wants to prove to yourself that you can be the hero because in some way you don't feel like you're enough. So not only do you take away from the kid's self-esteem, you're systematically trying to save your own ego by rescuing this person. And this is what happens too when guys will rescue a woman, being the nice guy, being manipulated, say, by a hot girl, which I spoke about in my other podcast, who's nuts and who's just using you as a floor mat because you want to be the hero because you have some bullshit inside here that goes from childhood. Once again, a good reason to come into my NLP Masterclass. Now, gentlemen, I want you to stick with me. I know some of you guys may be getting a little tired. You're starting to lose your attention, but the last one is really important. So stick with me. Keep listening. This is critical for you to understand, especially when it comes to women. The next one is you don't seem to have your own opinion. And this goes into what I call a weak frame. For any of you guys who have been listening for a long time, you know that frame control is the single most important element of getting a woman attracted to you. So when you don't have your own opinion, when you agree with her and always let her have her way, giving her the power, as it were, it shows that you have a weak sense of reality. And a nice guy always comes off as having a weak sense of reality, thus having a weak frame. The most important thing to get a woman attracted to you is frame control. So if you show that you don't have your own opinion, it automatically points to the fact that you have a weak frame. Thus, she struggles to get attracted to you, which goes to my next one. I've also told you guys that you don't want to make the girl number one. You want to make your own life number one. Your own purpose, your own ambition, your own hobbies have to be number one. No matter how much she logically tries to convince you that she wants to be number one in your life, she does not. And she will respect you when you put your own life first, your own hobbies first, your own purpose first. Well, the nice guy, he puts her first. He puts other people in front of him. And not only that, he's willing to sacrifice himself for the benefit of others. One of the biggest marks of a low-value man is a guy who stabs himself in the back in order to placate to somebody else. You know what that guy does? He spends his Saturday nights fucking his love doll like a monkey trying to fuck a football. This is the inevitable reality for a low-value guy, and this leads into my final one. Women don't like it because nice guys give them the frame, give them the leadership role, give them exactly what they want, quote unquote, and the man goes into the feminine energy. Nice guys are feminine, and I stand behind that. It's a man who is acting feminine, going into his feminine energy, giving her the power, giving her the leadership role, all of which a woman does not want. Women want you to lead them to where they want to be led to. If they have to lead, they will resent you. I'm going to make a wild guess about our hero, Daniel. He's probably like, what do you want to do on our friend date? And she's like, oh, I would love to go to Topgolf. I love Topgolf. And he's like, okay, let's do that. And I really like horseback riding. And can we get some ice cream? And I love flowers. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. And he just gave her everything, thus giving her the masculine role. She's in the leadership role. He's the one following. And is he getting that sick duck, boys? Switch the S and the D if you don't know what I'm talking about. No, he's not getting the sick duck. He's not getting the sex. Her vagina is closed off like Fort Knox. He ain't getting shit because he gave her the frame control. The single most important element of seduction next to what your belief systems dictate inside your head. If you believe I'm not enough, you're short, fat, ugly, bald, look like a chicken McNugget with tits or a potato standing vertically with a bathing suit on it, you need to come into this NLP masterclass going down on Saturday, January 25th and Sunday, January 26th. The times are listed on the website. Click the link in the description below. Get your ticket now. As I said, boys, if you're not blown away, I'll buy the program back from you. I'll buy it back from you. That's how confident I am that you will absolutely love it. So what's to lose? Grab your ticket right now. These are going to sell out quickly, and I'm not going to do it again this year. So if you've been a podcast jockey, listening to podcasts, trying to get better and getting like minimal results or even decent results, let's skyrocket your success in 2025 by making you a bona fide girl magnet by working on what's going on inside your head with NLP. You could do that with me personally. There's going to be a 2-hour masterclass. It's going to be an awesome event. Last year, absolutely crushed. Guess what, boys? Every single guy who attended that event was absolutely blown away, and this one's going to be even better. You're going to get several bonuses. You're going to get NLP that I've never revealed on this podcast or even in my coaching program. I'm unveiling some new ones in this masterclass. So guys, don't delay. Grab your ticket before it's too late. Masculine men are trigger pullers. So shit or get off the pot, boys, because this is a limited time offer that's going to sell out quickly. Only $97. I honestly understand why you wouldn't do that, especially with the money back guarantee. It's a fucking no-brainer. So sign up below. Guys, I have an awesome one dropping on Thursday. It's the perfect man. The 5 traits that all women look for and what they consider the perfect man. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you in the next episode.